Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Jamaican Lady Home. My name is Terry, and if you are new here on this channel, I post authentic, unfiltered Jamaican homemaking content. I cook Jamaican food from scratch, decorate my home, clean, do DIYs and organization, as well as plant care and gardening. I want to thank you so much for clicking on today's video and deciding to coming over and spending a little bit of your time with me today. I am in my office and it is Friday evening. I am getting the space reset for another week. I have been working from home since 2020, and this is my designated workspace. I work in banking operations. I am a anti-money laundering fraud investigator, and I specialize in financial crimes. I love what I do and I enjoy what I do very much. And so having a space designated for work is really a blessing. Today, I am getting this space together. Look, you guys, I have a plate on my desk. I really do be eating up here. So, I love this office space. Most of my time I spend here. I love reading. I have over 1,000 books stacked in my bookshelf, and this space truly means a lot to me. I actually utilize a space for more than just my 9 to 5. It is my little sanctuary. I pay my bills here. I take, important phone calls up here, do my budget planning and all of that here. That is a camera I had bought when I decided to start creating content. It's the Sony ZV-1F, and it's highly recommended. The reviews are really good, but right now I'm still filming content on my phone because I am not yet accustomed to this camera. I really have to try to understand it a little better and get a little bit more acquainted with it before I start using it for my videos. You guys, this desk that you see here, it was mahogany, like that furniture behind me, my bookshelf, but I had decided a couple months ago to paint it black to kind of just go a little bit more with my space and with my interior and the idea I had for the office. I paid $100 for this desk. It's a real heavy, authentic mahogany desk, and some guy was selling it for $100, and he was like, if you pay $50, I will bring it to your home for you and put it in your designated space. When he got here and he saw the flight of stairs that he had to put the desk, I knew he probably was having second thoughts, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful desk, and all for just $100. You guys, don't be afraid to buy secondhand and buy things used, because paint makes everything looks new. Right now, I'm giving my laptops a good clean. 2 of these are for work, and the third one is my personal laptop. I have this little solution that I had bought, this clear solution right here. I'm not sure what it's called, but it really does clean the laptop screens really well, and I use it to clean my TV screens as well. Like to get the dust off, and for my laptop screens to get the fingerprints off, because both of these laptops that I use for work are touchscreen, and so they get quite a bit messy sometimes. Do any of you work from home? Let me know in the comments, or do you have like an office in home office space that you use to get the home business taken care of? Let me know in the comments, you guys. I love this space. I'm always in here. I read in here in the mornings. I love to get me a warm beverage, like coffee or tea. Even before I start my day, I would just sit in here and do my daily devotional and truly just get some quiet time. These are some home decor magazines that keeps coming to the house. The previous owner, I want to say she was into interior decorating, and she had a magazine subscription that still comes to the house all these years later, and I don't know how to stop it, and I don't know if I want to, because I truly enjoy these magazines and I keep them for inspiration on my desk right here. This book right here Think and Grow Rich is my next read. It came highly recommended, and as soon as I'm finished the book I'm currently reading, I'm going to start that one. And this is why I have both on my desk, the one I'm currently reading and the next upcoming read. You guys, this is really a kept space. It's always kept because I'm in here so much, and it's not like messy or truly dirty, but once a week after the week has ended, I like to get it refreshed, give it a good vacuum and a good dust down, and get it ready for another productive week. My home is maintained, you guys, and so I don't want anyone feeling like my content is not relatable because of how my house looks. I understand this is more of a cleaning and homemaking channel. However, my home is not messy. There is no way I'm going to have on camera like just dirt and trash all over my home, because that is just not who I am. And so the idea behind my channel is not so much to teach anyone how to clean, but more so to share with everyone how they can have a curated, beautiful home, maintained, beautiful home, by the way, and how you can achieve that even with a full-time job or with children. I don't have children, but I believe that, children can have their designated spaces. And even if they don't have their designated spaces, they can still, pick up behind themselves, and you can still achieve at least a somewhat beautiful home. This water jug I keep under here is not for watering plants. It's to refill my water bottle while I'm working throughout the day. I like to be set up for success and just ensure that I can be as productive as possible. So I have, look at the nice stone right there. It's supposed to be a cleansing stone. Apparently it's supposed to be like calming cleansing stone. So hey, there's a perfect space for it. But yeah, I like to have everything I need for work: snacks, water, juice, tea, whatever it is, to make sure I have a productive day. I do that. And so that was why that water jug was underneath the cupboard. This is a huge book. I was trying to show you the size of this book. I bought it off a website called Tashen, and it's like a collectible book. It has Hollywood's most prominent actors, actresses, producers, writers, musicians. The stand that this book is supposed to come on that website, it's $9,000, you guys. No one is going to buy that. So I just have it right here. That's my sound bar. I like to listen jazz throughout the day while I work, or just relax in my office and read. And so even to this minute, I'm listening to some jazz right now. So I keep my sound bar right there. You can definitely personalize any space in your home. You can decorate all your spaces. This office here has so many gifts I've received from family and friends, and it's very personalized to my personal taste. I'm the only one that used this space, and so I didn't have to make sure it was balanced for with masculine or feminine energy. I'm the only one that uses this space, so it's all me in here. And there I go with more sage. If you've watched my previous videos, I talk about how I am big on energy, and every room in my home has sage, incense, and candles. And I just love to light one of those and get the vibe going whenever I'm in each of those individual spaces. What I did with the display cases was to put the books that I'm interested in reading or haven't gotten to yet, that I hope to get to, or ones that I truly love that I've read already. That ship right there is actually a model of the ship that my dad works on. My dad works for Disney Cruise. He has been working for Disney for, I want to say, almost 30 years now. And the ship does dock at the Fort Lauderdale port here sometimes. And last year I had the privilege of going on board with my dad, having a daughter and dad day at work, and having lunch, getting a full tour. most wonderful experience. And when I was leaving, my dad gifted me a model of the ship and a golden Mickey Mouse that I have on the other side of the bookshelf. And I truly love it so much. Thank you, Dad. This office is filled with little treasures that people in my life has gifted me over time. My mom, my sister, my friends. I have something in here from everyone I love, and that's just what makes the space so special to me. And I love coming in here and seeing all the things that I've received that is just so loved. That's a golden Mickey Mouse that my dad gifted me. I grew up on Disney. Even my home in Jamaica has so much of Disney characters in there, and pictures with Walt, my dad, and pictures of Walt all over the place, and I just love it. So I love all things vintage, and that vintage phone that you see right there, a dear friend of mine, Yashanya, gifted me that phone. Thank you, Yashanya. I love it. And it's just so darling, and I put it right here on my shelf. When it comes to styling a bookshelf, if you have any issues styling your bookshelf, I tell you what, just make sure that you use personal items on your shelf, not just books. And I see a lot of people that have in-home offices. Some shelves are color-coded. Some people stack their bookshelf based on themes. I would love to get to that point, but the time it would take me, because even under the bottom of the shelf that you're seeing there is filled with books. And so if I'm to do something like that, it's going to be when I'm retired. So I love to keep the Walmart grocery bags around the house and use them as trash bags. I'm sure I'm not the only one who loves to do that. Hey, we save money on trash bags. How about that? I don't believe in spending money on a lot of things, and trash bags is one of them, you guys. So I'm just giving this space a nice vacuum. Like I said, this is a well-maintained space, and it's never like truly messy because I do this reset every week. Even prior to having a YouTube channel, this was just something that I practice on doing. So my office space is always welcoming for me. Those books you see to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen right there, I took them down to build a side table, but I wanted the base to be books and the top to be like a piece of granite. But I ended up finding this darling little table that you see with the plant on it, and I decided that I didn't want to go that route with the book table, and so they have just been sitting there. And you know what, you guys? I think I like them right there. I was thinking this morning, like, do I need to stack more, or do I need to take them up, or do I need to leave them there? And so for now, I think I'm just going to leave them as is. You guys, I hope that these videos that I'm putting out, inspire you in some way or motivate you in some way to get your spaces together. And if you, do not decide to clean or does not get any type of motivation to clean, I hope you just still enjoy some good old homemaking content, you guys. I look forward to building a wonderful community here where we can talk all things home, all things decor, all things cooking. I have so much planned for this channel, and I'm very excited about who's already here and who's about to join. Do you see how beautiful this day is outside? The minute I am done resetting this space, I'm going to head out and go for a nice walk and enjoy the evening with my little family. That's something that we do every day. We do take walks together after my significant other comes home. We just all go for a walk and, spend some family time or just get some fresh air. I'm just dusting down the windowsills because, like I said before, I do keep the windows open and the house is quite close to the street, so a lot of dust tends to get in the house. That's my little futon that I love to relax on. And you guys, I've had this for years. I want to say like 4 years now I've had this futon. And you know what? I want to change it in the future for something with deeper seating that kind of probably reclines a little bit, but it's not a necessity right now, and I do not intend on making any type of unnecessary purchase. Here I go. So very strategically, as you can see, I only have like 3 pieces of furniture in this room. If you want to count that little table right there, 4. But I do not love a lot of furniture. I do not love a lot of clutter because, it's just easier for me to maintain my home without having a lot to dust down and wipe down and clean. And that is why I choose to live very minimally. So, I can spend more time enjoying my space than I do cleaning it. Some of the dust had went on the floor out of the trash can, so I'm just using the vacuum to get that up. I just want to let you know that your home is to be lived in. It's not to be perfected. It's okay if you cannot get to every corner of it to clean it every single week. This is a larger home I live in. I do clean every week, but I clean one space at a time. I do not overwhelm myself with work. I'm not always wiping and mopping and drying things. That is not how I spend my life. I designate time for cleaning and time for enjoying the space. And I consider myself a successful homemaker. And one of the things I'm most prideful about this journey is the balance between life and the home. And a good balance is knowing when it's time to rest, you guys. Rest is actually a part of productivity. And so you want to make sure you're getting enough rest to keep going. So these are the 3 solutions I've used over the years for the past decade to clean my floors. Whether I've had hardwood floors or now a tile, I just use hot water with some bleach and some vinegar and a little bit of Fabuloso, and that gets my floors shine and clean and the space smelling really good. Careful not to use too much of the bleach. If you do pour too much bleach, it's best to get a fresh bucket of water and re-add everything, because you don't want your home smelling like bleach. So just a little bit of the bleach. If you're going to overdo anything, it's the Fabuloso or the vinegar. I'm just giving the space a good wipe, and I do this every week to make sure the space is clean. This is actually where you will find me in the home. This is where I love to be, and so I spend time cleaning this space after the work week and making sure that it feels good. I talk a lot about how it's important for your home to feel good and not just to look good. And if you are busy and you have a lot going on and you can't always find time to put this much energy into your home, that's all right. That's okay if you clean once a month. It's okay if you clean twice a month. I have different things on different schedules. There are some things I do every week and other things I do once a month, and that's okay. Your home is your home, and that is all that matters, is that you and your family are happy and content in the space, and that is what I thrive for. It's just my family to be content. It was not a lot to do in here. The most important thing was to give it a good dust down and a good vacuum, dust down the furniture more so than anything. I had forgot earlier when I was wiping off the book stand to dust down the front of it and the corner. So that is what I'm doing here. And I had wiped down the stand with wet cloth and some Lysol spray because I do burn sage and incense a lot. So I had to wipe that down with actually some surface cleaner. That is it, you guys. The work is done today. That's all I had to do to reset my office. It's ready again for me to come in and hang out or get some work done in here. I want to thank you so much for stopping by with me today. The space looks and feels so good. And I had fun making this video, you guys. I hope this gave you some type of motivation, or even if you just here for some content, I hope you enjoyed hanging around with me a little bit today. I'm about to get me a nice cool drink, sit here for a second, and then go for a walk. But again, you guys, I'm thriving to build a wonderful community. Before you go, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you can be notified when I post my weekly videos. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, you guys.